So Unity kinda just died. I don't normally make short announcement videos like this, but this one I feel is important to talk about. So what actually happened? I'm not padding for runtime here, so I'm gonna skip the part where I pretend you don't know what Unity is, because at this point who doesn't? This game engine has been used to make almost every popular indie game ever, so how could it possibly just die out? Well, Unity just made some pretty interesting changes to their billing system. Starting next year, once you hit a certain requirement, developers will be charged 20 cents for every single install of their game. It's more complex than that, and there are much better videos explaining exactly what these changes mean, but that's the basic idea. While 20 cents doesn't sound like a lot, it really piles up. Let's say you're some small indie developer whose game blew up overnight. Suddenly you've got millions of downloads, all coming from nowhere. Let's say 1 million downloads as an example. You'd be charged $200,000 just because people installed your game. How the hell is some tiny indie dev supposed to afford that? You'd go bankrupt before your game even gained a following. Again, there is a lot more to all this that others explain better, and there is a certain amount of downloads and money you need to have earned before this applies to you, but you get the general idea about why everyone's so pissed about this. Unity has gotten worse and worse over the years, and now I think they've finally broken the camel's back. There's not a single person in their right mind that thinks this is a good idea. They're obviously gonna backpedal to some extent because they'd literally lose their entire market if they don't, but even if they do reverse this change, trust has been permanently broken with this company, and a lot of game developers are rightfully done with their bullshit. So why should we care? Deltarune doesn't run on Unity, right? Well, no, it doesn't, but a lot of fan games do. While most fan games use Game Maker just like Toby does, a lot of them still use Unity. Delta Traveler uses Unity, one of the best fan games I've seen ever. While these fan games probably aren't in any danger here since they're all non-profit, I imagine a lot of them probably won't want to use Unity anymore simply out of protest. This disgusting company doesn't deserve the amount of active users it has, and more people are starting to agree. Does this mean a lot of our favorite fan games are gonna die out now? Probably not, but I still want to help those who want to ditch Unity. Any fan game developers watching this, Delta Traveler, Undertale Yellow. Actually no, Undertale Yellow already uses Game Maker. This is my public offer to help you cross over into Game Maker. I've used Game Maker for 4 years now and like to think of myself as fairly decent, so I think I can explain the basics. Whether this help comes in the form of a tutorial series on my channel or just private Discord messages or something, not sure yet. Either way, I wanna help, and while I won't make any promises, I can at least try to show people how to get started. That's basically it. I'll go back to theory writing now.